Hi, I'm Claire.
And I'm Heather.
And we are
MasterPeace Astrology.
We're here with your forecast this week for Sunday, May 6th through Saturday, May 12th. And this is our last week with Uranus and Aries, and This is really the lesson of this week is really a last chance, a do-over to learn some of the lessons of this big Capricorn Aries square that's been pervasive for like 7 years.
I kind of look at this week as like when you're finishing up a tube of toothpaste and you really want to get every little last bit out of it that you can, but it's always hard to kind of get it all the way pushed up to the end. So it's like the energy is kind of like that, and so...
Exactly. They used to have those little tools, too.
Yeah.
Those little metal things you did that with? Yeah, it feels like
so
that you want to get every last bit
You just want to get the little last bits out of our Uranus and Aries experience.
Exactly. So there may be a few things that come to your mind this week. We're going to help you know what days they're likely to come up so you can sail through this week. Okay?
What does the future hold?
Well, we're going to help you figure that one out. We're going to tell you right now, Sunday looks to be, it's going to start out really beautiful with a Sun-Neptune sextile very early.
Yeah.
Really a chance to get in touch with our spiritual values. It's going to feel very good, and that's kind of the foundation you want to build on Sunday because very early Monday morning there's a Pluto Mercury square. Pluto in Capricorn, Mercury in Aries. You know, the first week of March we had this aspect because back March 23rd to April 4th, Mercury was going retrograde and it squared 3 masculine planets in Capricorn. And guess what, folks? Now that Mercury went direct a few weeks ago, it's forming those squares again.
And I believe it's the third pass, so this is the end pass, and so this is just noticing which... little bits of dust or dirt that's still in there that we need to kind of sweep away because we've already learned our ego lessons and our own like inner workings of the ego and all that. It's time to just kind of take those lessons with this last pass and really just get
that square is a lot about that.
Experience, yeah.
It's about willfulness, and again, the Mercury is the mental, our mentation, our thoughts, our speech. Pluto is a very deeply transformative planet that, gets us acquainted with control issues. So the message on Sunday is to watch for obsessive thoughts, watch for coercive behaviors, watch for tendencies to want to overpower anyone else. And if you yourself aren't feeling that way, just be aware other people may be feeling that way about you. It's a great day to do a strong mental task. If you have an exam to study for, go to it. Great day to study for something or work really hard mentally. But watch your obsessive thoughts. Okay?
And it's also kind of a challenge of our own perception as well of how we are perceiving events and people and that kind of thing, and just kind of taking that step back.
Exactly. Okay, again, a do-over. We felt this a few weeks ago. We're going to feel it again. You have a chance to kind of purge whatever needs to be purged.
Yes.
Okay? Let it go. Pluto loves to purge. Monday, the moon's in Aquarius all day.
Yeah.
And it's kind of confusing. I think there's kind of a lot of risk on Monday to kind of be a little bit confused about maybe what happened on Sunday, or be confused about those powerful thoughts because we have that Neptune-Venus square on the afternoon, maybe some confusion about values, relationships, and stuff is going to kind of float up to the surface.
I think the lesson would be detachment. We're really, this week is the week leading up to the big transition from Uranus and Aries to Uranus and Taurus, and that day is going to be a huge day with a lot of different things moving into different signs. And anything that we can learn from this moon in Aquarius is kind of the lesson that we're going to be taking into, I think,
well said.
The next 7 years.
No, right, because when on the 15th we're going to have not only Uranus and Taurus, Mars goes into Aquarius. So this Aquarius-Taurus stuff that's going to be very shocking, not in an entirely bad way next week. We're getting some glimmers of what that's like when the moon's in Aquarius on Monday and into Tuesday.
Yes.
Monday being the more confusing day, I would just, like Heather said, be detached, just kind of zip it, be detached, look and be curious about what's going on.
Yeah,
but don't get involved.
Be an observer. You don't need to get involved in whatever anybody else is playing out in front of you, even if they're saying it's about you. You don't care. You're just doing your own thing.
Right. Excellent.
Yeah.
Perfect. Because that's kind of what
own thing.
That is kind of the message this week.
Yeah.
Okay, Tuesday, the 8th.
Nice day.
Yeah, moon's in Aquarius. And
optimistic optimistic, happy.
Very good. It feels good. We're starting to feel, we're starting to really feel aware of like a broader vision and of our own reality, of like the new values we've incorporated, the lessons that we've learned with the Uranus and the and Aries and the whole masculine Capricorn planet stellium. So yeah, it's been awesome. I think that's a really good day to feel good about.
And the moon goes into Pisces, and it's going to be in Pisces until Thursday, actually going into Friday a little bit.
11 Pacific Standard Time, Tuesday night, the moon goes in Pisces. That will feel relaxing.
What I would recommend, and what I'm personally going to do, is I'm going to work on what I want to manifest into this whole Uranus in Taurus, because it's also the 15th is going to have a new moon on top of it. I want to kind of meditate on what I would like to bring into my world, because it's a lot. The energy of Taurus is about manifestation
And values.
And so I feel like the Tuesday through Thursday we're really going to be maybe a little bit more sensitive, intuitive, and if we can just kind of quiet the mind and kind of ground ourselves, we'll be very prepared for next week.
Right, and I think again Tuesday night, Wednesday, and Thursday are great quiet days where the moon's in Pisces, and also the moon makes really nice aspects, water energy to Neptune in Pisces, to Jupiter in Scorpio.
Gorgeous.
We got the Taurus sun in the background, wanting to manifest this emotional content and letting us really our highest values, what we believe in.
And sensitizing us.
Yeah,
because we've had to really have our guard up during all this turmoil with the Aries Capricorn fighting. Now we can just kind of relax.
We can touch it, and it's still going to feel a little bit unsafe to relax entirely, because Wednesday we're going to be aware of a Mars Mercury square.
Yes.
Again, we were talking about Mercury in Aries going direct, and so again it's forming these squares again, these masculine Capricorn planets. It squares Mars very early Saturday morning, but it's within orb on Wednesday. What does that mean for you? It means starting on Wednesday, you may be feeling a bit touchy and irritable. Or, if you're not, somebody in your orbit is. Watch out for impulsiveness and watch your tongue. This is very combative energy, and again, it's about the will. We're learning these final lessons of taming the will so we can feel safe in this sensitivity that, like you just elegantly said, we've become more sensitized by this energy.
We need to be.
We
want to be able to, it's very healing and cathartic, and we'll have a better understanding of what, the last 2 months have been about. We really just kind of quiet the mind and let our own intuition come in and speak to us. Yeah, don't let this little square on Saturday derail you. Again, it's an ego trip. If you again let yourself detach a bit, just let yourself kind of step back, notice how other people might be putting their foot in it. It's not your hustle, it's not your game. I think it would be a great day, and a great way to use the energy is to go for a nice hike somewhere, get out of the city if you live in a city, or just go for a nice walk, or go to the gym and work out, or just kind of do something kind of physical, work in your garden. Yeah, if you have to be with family or people that, poke you, just have a checklist, take bathroom breaks. Be independent and do your own thing, even if they're in the house. You don't have to get into anything with anyone. Exactly. You can even tell them, today I just want to have a quiet day, unless you have young ones, then you really can't, but... Yeah, so give yourself that space and anticipate some disturbances in the force for that energy, which again is exact Saturday morning at 6:30 a.m. Pacific time. I think, going into Saturday, the reason we're kind of pointing that out is Friday, if we kind of skipped over Friday, Friday's a bit of an insecure feeling day. And so while the square between Mars and Mercury, we start feeling it on Wednesday, Thursday feels pretty good. Friday's an insecure day, I think. Yeah. I mean, we got there's a lot of supportive energy if you just focus in on whatever your tasks are, and I feel like it could be a very enthusiastic, good energy day by yourself. It's very powerful. Sun in Taurus trines Pluto in Capricorn that afternoon at 4:10. It's a real powerful energy. But in the morning, the moon went into Aries, and that's like, okay, we want to be self-starters, and Chiron's in Aries right now, just went into Aries. So what happens when the moon goes into Aries now, its first stumbling block is Chiron. That's a real kind of self-esteem
Yeah, it doesn't feel real good.
The way out in that is to just be independent and just do your own thing.
Again,
and,
yeah.
You know, be a little bit of a hermit, even if you're at work with coworkers.
I think, again, faking some confidence, it might be really helpful.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, just faking it, because it might feel a little unconfident. It's going to feel a little bit insecure. So just keep that in mind, and just fake it, because we're really putting together some really great, the lessons of the Capricorn and Aries square. I think a lot of it's coming home to us. We're integrating it in ways we don't really know.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So self-love and self-worth really are the messages of this week.
Yes.
Any way you can do that without hurting yourself or others,
and
go for it.
And taking time out for yourself and quieting your mind and just kind of going within and being okay there.
Yeah, I think that's it. We're in for some big shift next week.
Big shift. This is almost like the calm before the storm. And we're going to do a whole separate video on May 15th, about May 15th and all the big changes that are happening on that day, which are huge.
Yeah.
We got Uranus going into Taurus, we have a new moon in Taurus, and then we have Mars in Aquarius. And Mars in Aquarius is going to be with us for quite a few months, so there's going to be this kind of square going on between the Mars and the Sun for a couple of months.
And it's significant because that's fixed energy. We've been dealing with a lot of cardinal energy. Okay, everything we've been talking about with Uranus and Aries and the Capricorn is cardinal.
Action oriented.
They like to initiate. They like to start. Those are signs that just get it going. But the minute we switch into fixed signs on Wednesday next week, Tuesday. Fixed energy is not like the cardinal energy. It just stays put.
Stubborn.
And it's very emotional.
And it likes Taurus loves the status quo. It likes it to be calm and the same. And let's just do. Let's not get involved in anything dramatic. And it's being hit with Uranus,
which really doesn't care about the status quo at all.
No, it's a mover and a shaker.
Yeah, and with no respect for authority. If you think those Aquarian people don't care about authority figures, you're right.
Yeah, so it's in a world area for the consciousness of humanity. There's something big time that I think is going to happen.
Which is all the more reason this week to let our egos be tamed, let our will just be, it might be humbled one more time as we're aware of some painful spots that we are trying to... Yeah, it's okay. We're not meant to be perfect. We're just striving for excellence. And we hope this video helps you time your week.
Yeah.
So I dare to grow, dare to set some boundaries, and dare to feel this. There's going to be beautiful Pisces energy for some real spiritual rejuvenation. Focus on that Sunday morning and on Tuesday night, Wednesday, Thursday.
And enjoy that beautiful moon in Pisces. I mean, really, it's going to be gorgeous.
Yeah, it will be.
The energy will be, I think so.
So until next time, thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.